So let's talk about not a jean jacket, but something that'll function in your life as a jean jacket would, and a lot more. Normally this is sold for $79 because there's a ton of detail and a really nice high-end feeling fabric to this. Clearance price will knock off $28. No reorder on this. The color that you saw right there is this color. This is your martini olive. This is a fabulous color, right?
Very rich and saturated olive.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. And then each one is going to have sort of a tortoise button.
So fun.
All right. This is your evening sand.
I love this color. This is the perfect neutral. So if you're kind of like in between, like, I don't know what color to choose, maybe start with the evening sand, because it also will match back to if you have any women with control pants in evening sand.
Perfect.
It'll look beautiful.
That would be great. Okay. And then you have on that really, really pretty burnt sienna. And I have seen, earlier I was watching Mary with Kim Gravel, and there's a lot of orange or sienna or whatever you want to call it, this shade out there, from this to that. I mean, that's the fun part about this. So let's talk.
Yes, so this is a cotton sateen jacket designed to kind of be maybe a little bit more polished than your traditional denim jacket because of the fabric. You do have some amazing spandex and stretch in this, Pat, which is really nice and comfortable. I mean, and that's what gives me the flexibility. I'm normally an extra small on top, and this is an extra, extra small. So I think that's what even kind of gives you the flexibility. Or maybe if you were thinking, you know what, my mom or my sister would look dynamite in that. I'm gonna get that for her for Mother's Day, and you're not quite sure.
Right.
Like, kind of like guesstimate her size, and you're good to go. The pocket detail and the seaming detail are so fabulous on this. I love the fact that you get the two breast pockets, but they're not too big where they're going to add bulk. Nice seaming detail, Pat, too, which gives the jacket just a little bit more shape, a little bit more of a feminine shape to it. So sometimes our denim jackets or menswear inspired jackets can be kind of boxy. Renee takes time to make sure that it follows the lines of your body. There are even pockets on the seam which are nice, and they're nice and deep. So they're there if you need to truly kind of like keep your key card or your key fob or your tissues in there, but then if you don't want to use them, they don't add bulk, which is nice.
Yeah, they disappear.
Yeah.
You actually have to physically look for them. I have taken the sleeves and rolled them back. The nice thing is it's long sleeves, so you have that option. And you can see how beautifully finished that sleeve is as well. And it stays rolled. I mean, I didn't, sometimes I use the trick of putting a rubber band in.
Right, to hold it in place.
Some of them don't. But this material absolutely does. It's beautiful. It's very polished.
It is, it's just, these are just the pieces that are kind of like your finisher pieces. Like they add the little finishing
third layer.
The third layer, right? That little bit of attitude. But then also too, I think about when the weather does finally, break and it's super warm. Well, sometimes still at night it gets a little cool. You go into the place of worship, you go into a place of business, you go into the grocery store, the movie theater.
Exactly.
It's nice to have something that you can kind of put on as that third layer to give you that added warmth when you need it, but then still be breathable because it's still cotton rich, so this isn't going to overheat you. Maybe if you have your own personal summer, like it's still going to feel amazing and comfortable.
And I love that Renee didn't forget the detail on the back. I mean, all this seaming on here, the seam down the center, means it fits you better. It's much more flattering. There's not that big, heavy border like you would have on a jean jacket. This just sort of finishes just very sleekly, which is nice. And this could be part of your outfit. I mean, if it's still, as you said, you have friends in Michigan that still have snow. If it's still cold where you are, you could wear it right now, get the jeans. I'd wear it with the turtleneck underneath. Yeah. And then just lighten it up as you go.
And it's still perfect if you needed to put like your big bulkier outerwear over top of this. Like it still can fit underneath of your true coats, which is nice.
Wow, that looks great on.
I love the fact that, so Crystal paired it with one of our fun maxi and midi dresses, but look how it pulls the color out from that print. So pretty. This color too, like you said, you are seeing it a lot in fashion right now, but because it's vibrant, it has a slight earthiness to it, but it's one of those universal colors. Like we all reach for blue a lot of times because we're like, oh, blue will look good on every skin tone and every hair color. But that, what are we calling this color again?
Sienna.
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 It looks good and it looks beautiful on all skin tones and hair colors.
Because it's not too bright.
Yes.
I mean, it's not, aren't going to look like, a mascot orange.
Yeah.
if you're a Syracuse fan. But it has a depth of color to it. This color, I think, is also really lovely. I mean, it just, it has, I'm very pale, and it has enough color to it. So you don't.
Nice warmth to it.
Yeah, have like a toasty, nutty kind of look to it. You know, so it's a good neutral. You know what? Do we? Alana, did you put those jeans away, the first ones?
I love the olive
no.
too, Pat. I think the olive is a good
so perfect.
transitional color too, because look, the olive you could put
look.
with your denim, the olive you could put with black, the olive you could put with the chocolate brown, with a evening sand or safari taupe pant. So kind of like get a really good variety with the olive as well.
Absolutely. I mean, whether you're throwing it over a dress, as we saw on Crystal, or whether you are picking up my favorite jeans, and listen, I don't need them, so you go ahead and buy them. And if they're still there, I'm certainly buying these because the fit on these jeans
So this is like a
super
need
good.
or a want.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
I want them. I don't need them, but.
But I promise you, going forward, because Mocha Mousse is the Pantone color of the year, and I know you probably are like, if you guys tell me that one more time. But the reason we tell you that is because that's the direction that fashion, even home style, goes that direction as well. It's all connected together. And interestingly enough, Pantone is this very small company. I mean, it's probably a huge company, but a small building in North Jersey in like in a corporate center, because Jane, Rachel, and I had an opportunity to visit there a couple years ago, and it was like amazing. There's so much research that went into Mocha Mousse, but that's why we all follow along. So these are something that you'll want to, or just plain old jeans.
Well, and giving you something that you can kind of take the trend, but you have pieces to wear with it, but then when that's not the color of the year, you still have pieces that will look good in your wardrobe after it.
Exactly. All right. So hopefully that worked for you. All right. Thank you.